Hello, greetings. Welcome to the Crime Talk. In the gritty corners of Baltimore, a city with its share of shadows, Joseph Roy Metheny emerged into a world marked by hardship and turmoil. His early years were far from idyllic, tainted by the specter of an alcoholic father who, in his drunken stupors, neglected his family. Joseph was the eldest of 7 siblings, and his mother bore the heavy burden of providing for them all. Her tireless efforts were their lifeline amidst the chaos. At the tender age of 18, in the year 1973, Joseph made a life-altering choice that would cast a long, dark shadow over his future. He enlisted in the United States Army, seeking an escape from the tumultuous environment he had grown up in. This decision would transport him far from home, first to the foreign land, Germany, and later into the heart of the Vietnam War, where he joined the ranks of countless American soldiers sent to a battleground that would leave indelible scars on his psyche. The horrors of war had a devastating impact on Joseph. When his military service eventually came to an end, he returned to his troubled home, his inner demons trailing close behind. It was during his time overseas that he had fallen into the clutches of addiction, a vice that would soon tighten its grip on his soul. As his life unraveled in the post-war years, Joseph experienced a brief flicker of hope and happiness when he fell in love and became a father. However, the fragility of his newfound happiness was painfully exposed one fateful day. Returning home from a long-haul trucking job, he was met with a cruel and bewildering absence. His girlfriend and beloved son had vanished without a trace. Desperation and fury welled up within him, and he embarked on an unrelenting quest to find them amidst the dark, labyrinthine alleys and haunting red light districts of Baltimore. His frantic search for his son led him down a sinister path, and in a cruel twist of fate, he encountered 2 of his girlfriend's friends under a bridge, a notorious hub for drug use. Overwhelmed by a seething rage born of betrayal and loss, Joseph erupted in a violent frenzy, wielding a hammer as his instrument of vengeance. 2 lives were snuffed out beneath that bridge on that fateful night, victims of a father's anguish. But his murderous fury did not abate there. An innocent fisherman who had the misfortune of witnessing the gruesome act met a similar grisly end at the hands of the same deadly weapon. Joseph Metheny, once a broken man desperately seeking his family, had been transformed into something far more sinister. A vengeful killer driven by a toxic cocktail of betrayal, anger, and loss. The police soon implicated him in 2 murders and suspected a 3rd. Yet a crucial element was missing from their investigation: the bodies. This enigma would play a pivotal role in his trial, which, after an agonizing 1.5-year wait, filled with uncertainty and fear, ultimately saw the charges against him dismissed due to the absence of direct evidence linking him to the crimes. Despite his newfound freedom, Joseph's time behind bars had irrevocably altered him. Emerging from his incarceration, he carried with him a transformed perspective on justice and law enforcement, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Yet, his tumultuous journey took an even more chilling turn as he delved into the unthinkable, a plan to make bodies vanish into thin air. His initiation into this dark world began with his first murder, marking the descent into the abyss. Abandoning his life as a truck driver, Joseph opened a seemingly innocent roadside barbecue shop in the heart of Baltimore, catering primarily to drug addicts and criminals. Unbeknownst to all, he harbored a sinister secret. He clandestinely incorporated human flesh into every burger he served. His unsuspecting customers, predominantly truck drivers and drug addicts, devoured these macabre creations without the slightest inkling of the horrors that lay within. The gruesome cycle persisted for over a year, as Joseph lured prostitutes to their grisly deaths to replenish his macabre inventory of human meat. However, on one fateful day, a prostitute he lured to his lair grew suspicious, her intuition honed by the eerie surroundings of his abode. Joseph's mounting fear eclipsed his twisted desires, and he fled to the local police station in a state of breathless terror. There, he poured out his suspicions of having been drawn into a sinister trap, believing he could have been the next victim in a string of horrifying crimes that had plagued Baltimore for too long. Swiftly responding to Joseph's desperate plea, the police descended upon his location, arresting him and unearthing a blood-stained hammer that would serve as a gruesome piece of evidence. As they delved into his past, they uncovered a criminal record dating back to 1979, setting the stage for a harrowing revelation. In the year 1996, during a chilling interrogation, Joseph Metheny shocked the police with a confession that transcended their wildest expectation. He did not merely admit to the 2 murders he had been suspected of, but confessed to a staggering total of 10. His chilling admission unearthed a dark tale of anger, revenge, and a gruesome method devised to conceal his heinous crimes. Joseph's descent into depravity had commenced after his girlfriend's departure, a woman who had placed blame on her circle of drug addicts and the ominous red light district. His first murders, which included 2 victims, were marked by a macabre method of dismemberment to prevent the discovery of their remains. Inspiration for this grotesque method was drawn from his time operating the barbecue shop, where he believed that blending human flesh with pork or beef would evade detection. In a disturbing assertion, Joseph even claimed that human meat bore no distinct taste from the other meats he served, adding an additional layer of horror to his already ghastly crimes. As his chilling confession unfolded, it exposed the depths of human depravity and the chilling reality that darkness can fester beneath the most ordinary veneers. Customers, blissfully unaware of the horrifying secret ingredient in their meals, had unknowingly consumed his gruesome creations. When the topic of forgiveness arose, Joseph displayed no remorse, firmly believing that his actions were justified, even righteous. He adamantly refused to seek forgiveness, viewing himself as an instrument of a higher power. Initially sentenced to death, Joseph's ultimate fate was altered to 2 life imprisonments without the possibility of parole. He would never taste freedom again. From 1996 to 2017, he languished behind the cold, unforgiving bars of a prison cell, serving as a chilling reminder of the horrors that can fester within the human soul. Then, in the year 2017, a shocking event unfolded. Joseph Metheny, the man who had confessed to 10 gruesome murders and the serving of human meat, was discovered dead at the age of 64 within his jail cell. His death was shrouded in mystery, capturing headlines in Baltimore's newspapers. The story of Joseph Metheny, one of unimaginable darkness and cruelty, had finally reached its conclusion, leaving behind a chilling legacy that continues to haunt the city to this day.